that over, so we good on that. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hey! Hey there. How are you? Why is it saying 0 watching and there's 2 in here? Okay, there's a delay. Okay, let's see if that will freshen up. Hey! Oh, maybe, yeah. Okay, that'll work. How are you guys? How's everyone? All right, so looking at the topic, and I do want call-ins based upon what is your definition of a friend or acquaintance. Okay, you see 4. All right, now I see 4 now. And just keep in mind whenever we're doing something live, there is a delay. Because I noticed on my last live, I think Jeremy told me it was Adrian who was calling in. Oh my gosh, Jamie. Oh, wow, that's so painful. I have a neighbor who goes through that. Ooh, it's so painful. It's like just a simple touch. Ooh. Do you find yourself wearing very, very tight clothing? Like clothes that won't move? Like this here will probably just send you up the wall because it's so loose. You know? My neighbor, she has to wear extremely tight clothing. A friend will help you hide the body. What do you mean by that? Do you want to call in? The number is 443-776-1148 if you want to call in and talk about this here. Friend versus acquaintance. I think a lot of times we get those two kind of sort of mixed up. Hey boy, how are you? How's it going in Germany? You saw an error message in chat? It probably because I was refreshing the screen. So it's a possibility. Yes, I'm eating a donut. Thank you, Jeremy. I think you said Adrian was trying to call in, but I didn't hear anything. And I think he hung up. If it was him, the person who was on the line hung up. So I didn't do that intentionally. And there was something else happened. I thought it was 2 things. Maybe it was just that one. Very good. I'm doing well, DJ. I'm doing well. You still battling the Fortnite? I think a lot of times what gets us in the hurt zone of friend versus acquaintance is when the two individuals do not have the same definition of friend and acquaintance. So that's what we're going to talk about. Yes. And coffee, Josh. So yeah. They have to go together. Awesome, DJ. That's a very interesting game. Oh my gosh, it's so interesting. It's a lot of killing in it. It's so interesting. I didn't know you had to pay cash for the skins. I was like, what? So that's very funny. So yeah, I just think it's a situation where I'll do my life as an example. I used to use the word freely. Friend, you're my friend, you're my friend. Keeping it real with Jamie said, a friend hides the body. So we can talk. That could be Spanx. It can be a girdle. It could be someone who's bigger than we are and they always stands in front of us. I mean, it's like it could be a different friends there. But okay, it's important for your friend to hide your body. Okay, okay. Okay, Josh said, "How was your day going? What did you do?" I tried to go on for about 5 minutes live, but nobody showed up. I sent invitations, and I guess the alert went out. Yeah, Josh, everyone does not come right away with the lives. You have to be self-motivated and ready to pretty much talk to yourself, if not for the entire live. It's just one of those things. And some people may see what you talked about after, it has uploaded, or they may come in and out through the live. But you cannot expect as soon as you go live that everyone pops in like that. I have 2,139 subscribers and counting. However, the highest I've seen in my chat is maybe 26, 30. But I usually don't go below maybe 3. So it depends. It depends. And I don't blame my subscribers. My schedule for going live could be different from a lot of my subscribers. But I just come on and I share what might be on my mind, or a topic that might be interesting to a lot of people and things of that nature. But you cannot go live and expect everyone to be there. That's just not how this works, For me, I'm not glued to my computer. I put the time in when I can. I will watch other people's videos. I might comment, I might not, but I would definitely watch it. Some lives I'm there until they finish. Some live I just sit back and watch. I try my best to support my subscribers, even if they don't come to my live often. Hey Maritza, how are you? This YouTube thing, you have to have it within you. You cannot come on here and expect for your subscribers or your viewers to tell you what to do. Because most of the time when we come to watch YouTube, that is what we're doing, coming to watch. Now, with how I do things, I do have interaction with my viewers, my subscribers, things of that nature. But you have to be willing and able to carry on your live even if no one is there, so because you're going to upload it, you're going to release it to the public, unless you just want to waste the time to sit in front of the computer and do your thing and then put it on private. That's up to you. But whenever it comes to subscribers or viewers, when you're on live, people come and people go. Sometimes people have the live on and they're listening to you and they're doing this, they're doing that, and so on and so forth. Some they're working, some they're resting. It's a whole lot of things. Some people, they just don't want to watch you at the moment. I mean, they have that right. They have that right. No one should feel pressured to come and watch anyone's live, including mine, If it's something you want to do, you're more than welcome. I welcome everyone for sure. However, I'm not putting the pressure on anyone to watch me live, because as long as you're on there, people are gonna come. Now, I am finding out in terms of the way, my understanding, the way YouTube is counting your views for monetization, that viewer has to watch you for at least 3 minutes. At least 3 minutes before they accept it as a view. That has nothing to do with if you're not being monetized. Okay, that's a different story. But if you're being monetized, the viewer has to watch you at least 3 minutes before you are accepted as a viewer to count in for your watch time. Okay. I'm learning a little bit more about this YouTube thing. It's a lot to it. It's not just something that you just get into. You have to have some type of passion, some type of, something you want to do. But I think the most important thing you have to remember is when you come on here, everyone that you come across will not be as enthusiastic as you would for your own channel, because this is your channel. So it's like you have to bring your own excitement of why you are doing what you're doing. You can't just come and sit as if you are watching the television or as you are watching the YouTube. Now, if you want to have a channel to just sit and people come by and wonder why you're sitting there, I mean, I don't know. Maybe somebody would do that, and then I don't know. It could cause chatter in the YouTube world. This guy, this woman, they just sit there. They don't say anything. They don't do anything. They just sit there. I don't know. That has to be something you have, it has to be in you to do. I don't know. But don't expect for, and another thing, don't compare your live with everyone else live. Don't compare your subscription or your subscribers count versus someone else, because after that, it's going to make you feel bad. It may even cause you to have a little animosity against that other person, and that other person has no idea why you're upset with them. You just have to come on here, be yourself. If people will cling to you, they will. If not, they won't. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with that, No, I'm not crazy, but I have my mental illness, anxiety and depression. I can come on here and I can talk to myself for hours. No, the white jackets are not coming for me, okay? But that's the mentality you have to have when it comes to live. When it comes to your recording, like when you upload a video, they say at least 3 to 4 minutes. As you see, I do mine longer than that. And 9 out of 10, most of my viewers or my ads are at the beginning of the video, maybe 3 to 4 minutes in. It depends. But I have lives that are hours long. So when it comes to people viewing it, not watching it when it's live, but viewing it. Hey, Ruben, how are you? How's it going? How is Jerry? Viewing it, people will not watch 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours again. They will not. Now, I have watched my videos that I've did live 5 hours, I did get up to the 4.5 hours, and that's me. So I can imagine someone else who watch the video. I don't do these long videos in hopes of someone watching the entire video. It's just so happened that it goes this long, and I'm in the moment, the live moment, when I'm interacting with you know, all of the subscribers and the viewers. Therefore, I just enjoy that moment. Any extra views I get after the live, I appreciate them for sure, because people do not have to watch me, you know. If you get one subscriber and that subscriber is loyal, that's a good thing, you know. Hey, Christine, how are you? And I just think, and then also, I know Josh, he was talking about likes. We were in his live, and he kept asking, well, once in a while, he kept asking how many likes we have. How many likes do he has? When it comes to likes, like, for example, I have 7 people watching me. I don't think I have 7 likes. I can't see it from this view here. So I can't actually see how many likes I have. The likes comes into play when your viewers choose to like what you're saying, what you're doing, so on and so forth. Some people, YouTube channels, are connected to their social media. Everyone do not want everyone else to know who they watch on YouTube. Also, some people who have their YouTube channel connected to their social media would not like the idea of their followers end up following you versus giving them all of their support, if you understand what I'm saying. So also, if you do not have an account, or if you have a YouTube account but it's not linked to any of your social medias, you can hit like. It's a like. However, like with my account, whenever I like a video, it goes onto my social media. It goes to Twitter. It goes to Twitter's account. It goes to Google Plus, and do we still have Google Plus? I don't know. And Facebook, and also Facebook. So, you know, when I like videos, that's how it goes for me. Some videos I will not like because I'm not really supporting what is being said or how it's being said. I have that right, just like everybody else has that same right. So you have to understand, when it comes to likes, it's appreciated. Believe me, you is appreciated. But you have to be the first like in your video. Even if, like, I can't see it, but after this is over with, I will go back and look at what I said, and I will like my own video. So, because that goes to my social media. So it's very important for you to like your own video. Don't sit back and feel like it's up to the viewers to like your video. No one has to like nothing that we put up. But when they do, it's well appreciated. Even if they want to let you know that they don't like it, it's still appreciated. There's no problem. So, Josh, whenever you're doing your live, don't get caught up in how many likes you have, how many people are in the room. You constantly sending me emails asking me to share your videos. That's not how this works. I've shared your link a couple times. I even stayed in your live until you closed it. So that's not how it works. The more you come on YouTube, you will get known. People will, your videos will begin to pop up in their recommendation. People now are watching people do lives, and they looking for people who's on doing live different hours of the night, so on and so forth. You just have to be out there. You just have to expose yourself. I've given you shout outs, you know. Same thing with Jaden. Same thing with Jeremy. You know, different individuals I've given shout outs. The Fat Man, Tita. I mean, and pretty much really everybody who has a channel that I'm aware of, I have given them a shout out on my channel. And even with that, sometimes it doesn't make a difference in other people's channel. I have nothing to do with that. When I give people shout outs, it's me shouting them out. I'm sharing how I feel about them. Who I'm shouting it out to have to see what I see in order to subscribe. You understand what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that you have to make up your mind that you're in it to win it, and you just keep doing and not be focused on the small details. Appreciate the small details and keep moving. Okay, as usual, LOL. Hanging in there. Thank you for asking. I'm still waiting for Scott to send me my Disney gift card. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. He's supposed to send you a Disneyland gift card? Oh, for what? Was there something special going on? I don't know anything about that one, Christine. I don't know. But I tell you what, I can say he is a man of his word. Whenever he said he was going to send me something, he did. So I can vouch from him. I can vouch for him according to that. So anything other than that, I can't say. But he is a man of his word. If he say he's going to get it to you, he'll get it to you. It might be in an e-gift card, maybe. I'm not sure. You would have to definitely communicate with him about that. Yeah. But now, back to the topic. Now, another thing a lot of people need to realize when it comes to my channel, I do have a topic. I talk about that topic. And I also realize there are other things that can be talked about as well. So I do hit a variety of topics in my lives. So yeah, that's how it goes. You have to, you need to have your seatbelt on and be willing to move along with me. Okay? No, I just mentioned to him that he can do that for my birthday. Oh, he said he can't afford it. Oh, okay, see, he's a man of his word. If he can't afford it, he can't afford it. When is your birthday? My coffee getting cold. Mm-hmm. This thermos does pretty good. You see this? I don't know if you can see the steam coming out. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I can give myself a facial, steam facial. Let's close this up tight. Yeah, so, hey Chad. Hello, goodbye, LOL. Going into the medical center to do a drug test for a job. Awesome. I know I will pass. I know that's right. Do that, Chad. You do it. But after his very expensive dinner date, oh, he can't send me a gift card. Oh no, that was Frank. That's not Scott. That's Frank. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so good. Ooh. Oh, that tastes so good going down. April the 3rd. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if I'll be doing a live on April 3rd, but happy birthday. This is so good. Let me tell you. It's something about when you can just cradle your hand around a coffee cup and you feel the the heat of the coffee underneath, and you just so good. So good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So now, back to the topic. Yeah, you mixed up the guy. Yes. See, Christine, when you're looking for one of those, right? First thing first, get the name correct. First and foremost, get the correct name. Get the correct name. First. Get the correct name. Okay? Very important. Very important. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm doing well. Yeah. Also, keep in mind, guys, there is a delay in the chat room, so just be aware of that. Oh my gosh, I declare. Hopefully he'll see it. So you want to go to Disneyland, not Disney World, because Disney World is in Florida. Disneyland is in California. Is that correct? Mm-mm. Mm. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. That's how that works. Okay. Yeah. So for me, when it comes now, I'm going back. So everybody, catch on. I'm going back to the topic. Okay. For me, when it comes to the word friend, I used to use that word pretty loosely. If I knew, well, if I knew the person's name, if I just looked at it as, okay, they're not an enemy, so they're a friend. However, over the years, it was brought to my attention from a family member how you should not just loosely use that word friend, because to have that title as a friend is something to be earned, not just given out loosely. So I began to focus on people, and it's still kind of, I'm still learning to put people in the right categories. I still have to see and put people in acquaintance category versus just upfront friend. The reason why I think it's important to know the difference from your own perspective Ruben said, prayers for our son in the military. Him and his platoon are being deployed abroad. Prayers for all the soldiers out there, and thank you. Oh, thank you for your service. Oh my gosh, Ruben, yes. Please, Jesus, protect them. I declare. One thing I notice about individuals in the military, they are, again, put your seatbelt on. I can't just read that and just, boom, go back to my topic. Because this is something that's really serious. And thank you, Ruben, for feeling comfortable enough to even share it on my channel. I really appreciate you for that. They are geared to fight to the death, to uphold whatever oath that is given, to do whatever is commanded of them, to 100%, even more. And a lot of them are more than willing to die for their country. And Ruben is, I believe, Hispanic. And we have this issue going on about the wall. And some of the same people who are trying to get over here to live a better life, they are of the same race of some of these soldiers that are going abroad. And I think it's so important to not clump everybody in one category, to see a person for who they are, not as a people, but as a person. And a lot of people in the military, they have come to, how should I say, not an agreement, but come to an understanding that they may not return. And a lot of them are okay, providing they did their best. I pray that your son and those who are with him come back home safely, and they won't have to be over there for a very, very long time. However, you know, because see, it's like my heart get heavy when I think about individuals in the military. Some of the things that I'm aware of that they go through, so on and so forth. I have friends that have been in combat. I have family members who've been in combat. I have friends who went over to entertain the soldiers and things of that nature, for various reasons. Everybody who goes into the Army or military or Navy is not all combat. They can have different positions. They can be cooks. They can be entertainers. They can be office workers. It can be different things. Everybody is not going over there for combat. However, everybody has to be aware of the possibility of their life being taken. So I just think it's very, very honorable of individuals who sign up to go. I signed up years ago. When I turned 18 years old, I signed up into, what was that? Not ROTC, because I was out of school then. What was it? It was for the weekend. I could go for the weekend and get it paid for the college and so on and so forth. And I had my last interview, my very last interview. And they picked me up and everything. Picked me up, and it was good. It was good. My last interview, I had another job offer. So I took that job offer within the same week. And so I never went into the Army. But I was willing. I wasn't looking at it as, okay, you might go in here, you might die. I didn't look at it like that. I just looked at it as, okay, this is something good to do. I can also go to college. They'll pay for my college and so on and so forth. You know, I had my own perspective. But nowadays, a lot of the people who are going over and their family members are aware of the possibilities. So I understand why Ruben is soliciting prayer for his son in the platoon. Was it National Guards? I really don't know. You know how sometimes you don't really know what you're doing, but you're doing something, and that's the frame of mind I was in. I knew I wasn't doing what everyone else was doing. I just was more attracted to other things. So, yeah. But here I am. Here I am. I do think they need to treat our soldiers better. When they come back home, whatever state they're from, they need to treat them very good. Awesome, Josh. That's awesome. That's cool. Glad to hear it, Josh. Yeah, so I do understand about that, Ruben. I do understand it. It's yeah. I have one of my good friends, well, my sidekick brother. He was in the Army. And he retired. He put in that time. But mentally, he went through some changes because he's seen a lot of things. You see a lot of things when you come back from the Army, especially if you're in combat. And don't get me wrong, I'm not belittling those who was not in combat. Because if you're over there, you're still subject to get yourself dead. You know, killed. You still have to be careful. You have to still be aware of your boundaries. Who to trust, who not to trust, even when it comes down to little children. But a lot of people, they'll use that term, I was in the Army, I was in the Army, I was in the Army, as to get kudos, as if they were in combat, and it was not. Everybody who goes to the Army can't be fighters. You have to have someone to be in administration. You have to have cooks. You have to have people who are in the make up the hospitals. They build the little tents, the big tents, as a hospital. You have nurses. You have doctors over there. So, yeah. But a lot of people, as soon as other people would say they was in the Army, we immediately say, "Oh, wow, you were fighting?" That's not necessarily the case. So yeah, but I think they need to treat our soldiers better when they come home after they done laid their life down for their country. Some went willingly, some, was during the time of the drafts and all that kind of stuff. We read up about that in history. When I heard about how if you had two sons, it would take one of your sons, you had nothing to say. Nothing. Yeah, glazed donuts. You just have to accept it. Period. You had nothing to say. Can you imagine? He come knocking on your door. We're coming to take your oldest son. And there's nothing as a mother and as a father can say. Man. That's heartbroken. That's heartbreaking. One of those things. So now, let's put the seatbelt back on. We're going back to the topic. Friend versus acquaintance. Friends versus acquaintance. Now, back to my story. I pretty much called everybody a friend. If I knew their name, I spent time around them, the vibe is good, I called them friends. However, when your definition of a friend is different from the person who you call friend, this is where you get hurt. This is where you find yourself feeling betrayed, feeling very, very bad and depressed, because it's like, my friend did this, my friend did that. There are so many relationships have been broken because of so-called friends having sex with their husband, their boyfriends, girlfriends, so on and so forth. And the individual get hurt so bad that they're devastated and they cannot believe, my friend, we shared everything together. We did everything together. Apparently, someone had a difference in definition. Now, for me, for my definition as a friend is someone who has been there for me through thick and thin. Been there during the times they did not want to be there. However, they're there. Someone who more than willing to tell you the absolute truth, even if it's going to hurt you. But they will tell you the truth. So in my circle, I don't have too many people who I call friends. Technically. I don't use the word acquaintance a lot, but I will say friend I will say friend as the title, but acquaintance as a subtitle, if you will. Because people don't use the word acquaintance. It's not a familiar word. I think it needs to be used more often than not, because it will help people not to hurt so bad. You know? That's the way I look at it. And when it comes to acquaintance, it's those individuals who you know a little bit about, it's, we don't hang out all the time. We do work together. They go to school with me. They are my a classmate of mine, or a gym partner, that someone I see at the gym. Those, in my opinion, those are more acquaintance. Those who you come across now and again you come across and you see them, and everything, the vibe is good and things of that nature. But I think when it comes to a friend is those who know more about you, you know more about them. There's definitely respect there, and they're not out to hurt you. There is an intimate, emotional feeling there. Not a romantic, sexual, none of that, but there's an intimate feeling there, whereas you want the best for them and they want the best for you. They're not out to do something to get you in trouble or vice versa. They are the ones who, when everyone else has something negative to say, they are the one to say, no, that's not how I see him or her. This is how I see him or her. Okay? This is what I will call him or her. Whereas acquaintance is, and by my definition, okay, is more on the surface. It's the cordial level of friendship. Is, hi, how are you? She works Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. He works Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They work, I see them in passing at work. Or, they're my neighbors down 3, 4, 5 doors down. But they're not your friend. They're not the one who you call, you need cream for your coffee, and you don't have money to go to the store to get this creamer, but they have extra creamer, and they like, no problem. I just went to the grocery store. You can have the rest of this. And it's not whispered along the neighborhood. I gave so-and-so some creamer. She didn't have any money. He didn't have any money for no creamer. I was like, I felt so bad for them. So I was like, here you go. Here's some creamer, girl. Here's some creamer, boy. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Yeah. But let's see what Josh is saying here. You did nothing wrong about asking me about this yesterday. Just saying in general, that is a very tough subject. Forgive me gently. Oh, no problem, Josh. No. I mean, if anything, it just shows that you were really, to me, it just showed that your definition of a friend is different from those who you call a friend. Yeah. T-Bob, I didn't see you come in here. See, I was going on and on and on. I'm sorry, T-Bob. How are you feeling today? And Josh, after yesterday on this topic during my live stream with everyone, and your question of this topic, it still will always be sad to me because I just don't know who are my friends or foes or acquaintances. Well, you have to know that. You have to know your definition of a friend, of a foe. We can know foes. Foes are individuals who are doing everything against you possibly to hurt you. And some of those foes can have a mask on like a friend. Absolutely. They could be there with a smile, with support, but underlying, they want to hurt you. I'm feeling better. I'm nearing the end of depression. I think that's good. I'm happy for you. So grateful. You're at the end it just popped in my head, the end of depression. So she went through the D, the E, the P, the R, the E, double S, I, and the O. Now she's at the end. You get it? Hint, hint, the end. I know. It takes special people to see things like that. I get it, and I accept it. I have one friend who I can count on for everything. Wow. She doesn't even live in the same state. I love her like a sister. Awesome. T-Pop said, and if the Celtics win tonight, I will be much better. Oh, okay. Celtics. There are a lot of people out there are depressed right now, and they need you to win, to uplift them. Can we do this? I remember the Celtics. Bird. Is Bird still playing? Hey, that's how that. I don't know. It was something I read about him in the sports magazine years ago. He was on the front page of the magazine, and they had a lot of good things to say about him. So I remember the Celtics based upon that. But anyway, okay. Hey, the fat man. Josh, I have friends who just don't talk to me for months, and they come back and say hello like nothing happened. I also have people that just don't talk to me, usually my therapist or family or Marion. Okay. Josh, are my ones to talk to? Larry Bird, yeah. Oh, he's the owner? What? Oh my gosh. See, that's awesome. That is awesome. He played hard when he played. Now he's the owner of the Pacers. Never heard of the Pacers, but that lets you know how much I know about sports. And it's okay. Is it? It doesn't make me or break me. It's okay. Co-workers, family, etc. are better people. Oh, okay, Josh. That's very interesting. Those who you... That's very interesting, Josh. So, well, it goes two ways. Down with your coworker. Okay, you said family, etc., are better people for you and are more worthy of the word friend. Indiana Pacers. Oh, oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, T-Bob. Indiana. Okay, Larry Bird owns the Indiana Pacers. He is from Indiana. Oh, okay. Okay. It is what it is. Josh, it's very, very interesting because what I'm thinking is you feel that co-workers, family members, etc. are, or school friends, okay, like a clique, okay, are more definitions for friend in your eyes, Josh. That's interesting because this is what I'm thinking. It seems like if they have some type of connection to you or individuals who you see a lot, because when I think of coworkers, you see them pretty frequently during the week, and when I think of family, you see them or hear from them pretty frequently. So your definition of a friend is someone who you interact with kind of sort of on the regular basis. Is that correct, Josh? Got to love traffic, but I'm getting used to it, though you never get used to it. No, I mean, it's something that if you can alter when you go out, you would. But some places it's just so crowded. It's just so crowded. It's just so crowded, and it is what it is. Just like Houston, their highways. Oh my gosh, what is like 5 lanes or something, and it's like gridlock. It is. It's one of those things that you have to put it under the list. It is what it is. And also the Serenity Prayer. Change the things that you can change and know the difference from the things you can't change. I didn't say it correctly, but those are the 2 things I get from it. In other words, deal with what you have to deal with. Change those things that you don't have to deal with. That's where I will put traffic. That's where I will put traffic. That is where I will put traffic. Boom, bam, yes. Okay, Josh, and I had a group of friends that I still stay in touch with as we speak, almost 15 to 20 years. Awesome. Just nod and agree. Okay. Okay, Diva. Yeah, the Serenity Prayer is life. It is. It does help you to categorize different situations. Yeah. And T-Bob said, I can tell my friend anything and she won't judge. She also put me in my place when I get off track. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, that's right, T-Bob. You have to, yeah, Josh, it seems to me some of the individuals who you call friends or who you have great pain from when you call them friend and they are not living up to your definition, they just have different definitions than what you have as a friend. And I think when you're trying to build a friendship, you have to have the same definition. Is a must. You have to have the same definition, because if you do not, then that's where the friction is going to come into play. Yeah. And not only that, you don't need a whole lot of friends. You do not need a whole lot of friends. You don't need to have 15, 10, 20, 40, 5, 6 people to be so close to you and know you so closely that all of those 5 people can set you straight when you're out of order. All 5 of those people know your ups and downs. All 5 of those people know every single thing that you are more than willing to share. Those 5 people, you don't need all of that. You can survive with one good friend. One good friend who's been tried and true, meaning they have shown up when you didn't even ask. But you were going through something, they've shown up. They called. They prayed for you. The interest is anything that they do is in your best interest. It's something that you have to be more than willing to understand. You know, but you don't need a plethora of people who you call friends. You can have as many acquaintances as possible. I mean, however many I think you can have more of those versus friends, because acquaintances are just, in my definition, passerbys. They're my coworkers, you know. They're my neighbors. They're my people at the grocery store, the clerk, the cashier. You know, different. It's people who I do not see on the regular basis. Josh said, I've got a real close friend in California that I've known since 97, and he is my one true friend. My family don't enjoy his company, but he's cool. Well, that's the thing about friends. It's not necessarily that your family or people who you're around will be okay with your friend. You have to know what kind of friend is beneficial to you. I don't know, maybe your family see him or her not really as a friend for you. I don't know. But it depends. I've got my group of high school friends I'm still knowing now. Awesome. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And you feel comfortable calling them friends. So apparently they're showing you your definition of a friend to be called a friend. If the individual is not showing your definition of a friend, I mean, not saying that this friend let you do whatever. He smoked weed, but who doesn't? I don't. Oh, okay. So I see what your family is saying. Okay, I understand where they're coming from. They are looking at it from the perspective of this can really harm you versus help you. You already have situations which you have shared with us, and to add that along with it might not be the best combination. So your family is looking out for your best interests, because 9 out of 10, your family members know that when you are in need of help, they will be the one, meaning family, they will be the one to be there for you versus your so-called friend or the person you see as a friend. Okay, but the friendship is what I consider cool. It seems to me that you like the idea of communicating with someone, giggling, laughing, sharing, being around, acting a little silly here and there. That's cool, and that's considered a friend to you. But you also said that your coworkers and your family members are. My mom, therapist Marion, helped me with everyday life. Okay, see, so that's why your family has such an input when it comes to your life. They don't. It's like they know that you might make some choices that might not be the best, so they're boom right there for you. No, Josh, because their mind is a little bit clearer, a little bit, they're not dealing with what you might deal with. So they might see something that you might not see. And you can only appreciate things like that. You can only appreciate things like that because that's what a friend would do. So Marion is also not only your wife, she's also a friend. And that's awesome. And a mother, when a mother is totally concerned about their children, and if they can prevent us from getting hurt, they're going to do that. Even fathers, they're going to do that. You know, if they see up ahead, you're running, you're having a great time, but there's danger ahead, that mother is going to get in front of you and say, son, daughter, there's a hole up ahead. Do not go up there. You know, and you as a son or a daughter begin to think, okay, is my mom or dad trying to stop me from having fun? Or are they really trying to stop me from getting into danger ahead? And a lot of times when when we are teenagers, we don't see that. We think our parents are out to get us, and that's not what it is. Is for the most part, a lot of our parents are trying to protect us from danger that they see ahead. Just explaining school, work, high school, etc., or where you meet friends. Yeah, that's true. Potential friends, yeah. Otherwise, they're classmates, co-workers. That's just what they are. Which makes even... Okay, T-Bob said... Okay, T-Bob said, I don't see my friend often, maybe a couple times a year. I've never felt the way I do when I'm around her. I can actually feel love. It is an amazing feeling. She feels the same. Awesome. Which makes it even better. Absolutely. Around her. Okay. The fat man said, I've been driving at night more, including rush hour, and even though I hate it, I do get more money. Well, awesome. That's awesome. And T-Bob said, we talk on the phone every day, though, and text all day long. That's awesome. That's awesome. So the friend has to be supportive. He or she has to be supportive, of your well-being. And another thing, sometimes a friend cannot give you the equal support. Why? Because everyone is not the same. Everyone endurance is not the same. Everyone longevity is not the same. However, whatever a friend can do, you as the reciprocal friend has to understand that that friend is doing the best she or he can do. And it's not fair for you to look at, that's because I'm looking at what T-Bob is saying in terms of they talk on the phone every day and text all day long. See, it seems like there's a balance there. But there are some people who you call friends, and they're really friends though, but they can't talk on the phone. They can't text all day because of their personal life. They can't call every day. However, you know that there's a mutual communication there, that both are doing the best that they can do with what they have, meaning time, money, support, all of that, encouragement, all of that. And you have to be understanding to your friend way of life. It should not be something that's pressured. It should not be something that, oh my gosh, you look at the phone, it's like, oh, not again. That might be an acquaintance. I mean, when they really like, ugh, oh, I wish they stopped calling me and texting me. You know what I mean? That person might just want to be an acquaintance of yours, not a friend. T-Paul said, we tell each other when we need alone time. Awesome, because we are both introverts. Wow. So we take weekends off sometimes from each other. That's awesome. Christine said, my life is some kind of hell. I have to go now. Oh, okay, Christine. Oh man, my prayers are with you. Oh wow. All right, now keep me updated if you want, okay, Christine? Oh, that's awesome. And see, that's cool, T-Bob. You know why? Because there's no hard feelings. How many people who you call friends can say, today I don't feel like talking today, and then they take it as, oh, all right, no problem. Then I'll talk to you tomorrow. Or call me when you feel like talking. And there's no heart. But they know you. That friend knows you though, and they're not taking it personal, and they're saying, "Oh, okay, no problem. Get your rest and talk to me whenever you feel like talking and things of that nature." Or you can have certain codes if you know that you're really feeling kind of bad, and you pushing people away. That friend can kind of sort of pick that up. She knows what I have been through and helped me get sober. Awesome. She has been down the same road, if not worse. See that? Isn't that something? There's strength and weakness. Oh, it's amazing. Life journey. Oh my gosh, guys. Life journey is it's amazing. My coffee got cold again. Ew. This is delicious. I think I'm gonna finish this off here. Yeah. Okay. It's something about that first zip. It's something about that. It's something about the first lip and coffee encounter. Oh. That was delicious. It was. That's really nice, T-Bob. When it comes to life journeys, it's amazing. The Fat Man said State Fair is in town. I'm hoping to get some rides from there. Awesome. That would be cool. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Also, Adrian, he sent me a text, and he also shared in the family room that his friend, hold on, let me see. I think it's grandmother. Oh, did I delete that one? Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Right, grandmother died yesterday. Unexpectedly. And man, you just don't know. You just don't know. And there's so many questions, and you just don't know. It's one of those situations that it takes time to accept and to deal with. She isn't gay and I am. And at the beginning, I did ask her out. She put me in my place and said, our friendship is more than that. Oh, and it is awesome. Awesome. I think this is the one I want to put there. Is it? Yeah, that's awesome, T-Bob. Use your words. Huh? Hold on, I did the wrong one. Okay, that's the one. No, that's not the one. This one there. Okay. I hope that wasn't heard on the thing. Yeah, so $3 surge at the airport. Big spenders, let me tell you. Awesome. That's good. That's good. That's cool. That's awesome. That's wonderful. Yeah, Adrian lost his grandmother unexpectedly. And man, you just never know. She is a Laker fan, and the Celtics play the Lakers tonight. So trash talk all night. Yeah, how about that, right? Unexpectedly was a hard to say. Oh, the words, yeah. That's not the only one. I mean, there are words out there that, yeah, exactly. Yeah, unexpectedly, yeah, absolutely. Adrian is having a year like we did last year. Yeah, I have quite a few of family members who either pass or are in the hospital. Adrian, uncle is in the hospital. His brother is in the hospital, but now out. His uncle is going through some things, and now his friend, great grandmother. I thought it said grandmother. Oh yeah, great grandmother. Okay. I see it now. Great grandmother. Yeah. So I can understand that's not something that's easy um, to deal with when you're losing your loved ones. It's not easy. So my prayers are going out to him and his family, his friend's family, because I know it's not easy. I remember when I lost my grandma. My grandmother was 86, 87 years old. She was an entrepreneur. She owned many, many lands, many, many properties, had a store. She was a very, very smart, intelligent woman in her time, and God blessed her, you know. And when she passed, it was unexpected, unexpected. And 30 minutes, and I get to go home. Awesome! TikTok, TikTok, and it was emotional. All right, go for it, Sarasota trip to Marley and Humpy Bunny. Wow, that's funny. Yeah, it's not easy when you're losing your loved ones. And yeah, it's not easy. And it's also sad when people are around you because of what you have. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's downloading. Wow! He grew since the last time. You want me to show him? T-Bob? Whoa! Do you want me to show it, T-Bob? Really? Oh, wow. He is huge. He doesn't like the light? Oh, wow. How do you know he doesn't like light? He is huge. Oh my gosh. He grew since the last time we seen him. I can't tell. I can't see the. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know if you guys can see it. I just put it up there. I know it's going to be a delay. He is big. Oh, I want to thank all of my new subscribers. You guys are coming in pretty quickly, and I appreciate all of you and all those good things. Oh, another thing, Josh, do not call me on Hangouts. Oh, wow, there is a 12-minute delay on 895, 10-minute delay on 95, and a 6-minute delay on West Mulberry. Oh, I'm so glad. No, I am not out there. If I have to, I'll deal with it. Yeah, so, Josh, you called me another day on Hangouts. I looked right at the phone. I didn't answer. Then you called me twice yesterday on Hangouts. I looked at it and didn't answer. I was in your live. Then 2 hour or two, you want to call me on Hangouts? I don't get that. No. Okay, so don't call me on Hangouts, man. All right. When I have time, you're gonna see me. When I don't have time, you won't see me or hear me. And so that's the way we're gonna deal with that. If I'm available, you'll see me in your chat. You know, things of that nature. But to call me apart from that, no, that's a negative. No, it's not going to happen. So don't do that. I don't know what type of phone service you have. Maybe, you know, going live is more expensive in terms of your data plan. I don't know. But to do a hangout, I don't do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that with you. I'll put it that way, just to be straight up and honest. So you won't, you know, feel misled or anything of that nature. Yeah, that's the way I see it. So don't call me again on Hangouts, Josh, okay? Do we have an understanding? Josh, you have to answer in the chat. Do we have an understanding, buddy? Buddy, oh, pal. Yeah. So, we got that taken care of. You know, I had to proofread that, right, the fat man? Because yeah. So the fat man is saying, let's just sum this up real quick. Shell is not romantically interested in anybody in this room. So any ideas you may have, get them out of your head. Bam! You know, I'm not one to mislead anybody. I know that's a hurtful place to be. So I am straight up. Yeah. It is what it is. Oh. Oh my gosh, here it is. Look, 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 look. You know that, T-Bob. You know. You cool, though. Frank does not want me. No, he does not. Don't even try that one. Look. Did you see it? Such a fur ball. Such a fur ball. It's like you want to take his nose and go woo, 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 woo. He doesn't look real. He does not look real. He does not look real. Oh. Oh my gosh, I tell you. It said you canceled. Let's see. It said you canceled. It said you canceled, Scott. Oh, wait a minute. Here's another one. Is it February the 10th? Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. You know what? Let me tell you. Eddie still has that baby face. From the first picture you showed us when you guys went on the beach, he still has that baby face. And he's older, much older. I don't know if you want me to show that. I don't know if you know what I mean. Oh my gosh. Still have that baby face. He still has that baby face. I got it. He still has that baby face. From the first day you showed him that first picture, he still has that baby face. Wow. That's amazing. Look at his eyes. It has a little glow to it. Oh. He just seems so comfortable and so warm. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. Oh, I can show you, sure? Because you know what I mean? Scott said I can show his picture. Isn't he adorable? I mean, let's see if I turn it this way. Oh, that's going to change it. I tell you. Pets cannot speak, but let me tell you, for the most part, let me tell you, they have a way of communicating with you to let you know, how they feel, if they're happy, sad, and so on and so forth. And man, it's adorable. I mean, it's adorable. I mean, what else can you say? It's adorable. But that is so sweet. I got it right here. Well, he's a cute rotten. And we're going to blame the owners. How about that? We're not blaming Eddie. Eddie is sweet. Reba is sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Any rottenness that you see, we don't see it. They're just downright, just adorable puppies, or dogs, actually. Okay? There's nothing bad you can say. Same with Marley. Sweet as ever. And whatever he does, that's what he does, but he's still sweet to us. That's just a good thing. Absolutely. Now, let us talk about acquaintance. I think we got in depth when it came to look, Jeremy. Sorry, busy day. I'm here. And okay, Jeremy. I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you. Oh, okay. Oh, look, Jeremy said, I won't be able to call in tonight. What you trying to tell us, Jeremy? What, what are you trying to say? You care to share? Like, what's going on here? Oh, your nose was itching? Oh. Oh, really? Why? Oh, really? Yeah, blame the owners. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I do. I blame the owners of Reby and Eddie. Yeah. I do like it when you call in. Yeah. It just, that was the other thing I was going to talk about. The last live I did, Jeremy was on the phone and I was listening to him, but I was also, working on, communicating with the chat. I didn't give you my 100%. And you're absolutely right about that, Jeremy. And for that, please forgive me. And the other one was Adrian. Well, you told me that it was Adrian who called, but he hung up, and I was closing the chat. So I had to remember there is a delay, and yeah, I have to remember that. So I have to give it some time to go across. But Jeremy, I do apologize for that. I remember that. That's stuck in my head. And I that's not my intention. What I try to do is do the call, also communicate in chat. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely. Oh, T-Bob said take a bath. I declare. Oh, they were itching too? Oh, okay. So you knew somebody was talking about you? That would be awesome, the fat man. You do that. That's out your comfort zone. That's pretty big. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to practice that, Jeremy. It bothered me. It really did. Those were the two things I was trying to remember at the beginning of this live. You know how sometimes when you do something, it's like, wait a minute, hold on, was that done right? I have a conscience, so I am apologizing. I'm asking for forgiveness on live, Jeremy, to you, Jeremy ASL, to please forgive me about that, because I want to give, um, you know, that attention to the caller as well. Okay, I'm trying to do it like a multiple way, like type chat, talk chat, listen on the phone, because I had another subscriber who was offended by the way I did the phone thing. Felt like I was forgetting about them in the chat, in the actual chat. So, oh, you forgave me. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that. So I try to, you know, do both. Frank said, I'm clean. I know when people are talking about me. My nose was itchy and my ears are ringing. Oh my gosh. Who was talking about you though? When did somebody say something about you? What time? So we can try to map this out here. You know. We want to keep Christine in prayer too. She had to leave the chat. Also, Ruben, he's a fellow Uber driver in Texas. His son in his platoon is being deployed abroad, so he's soliciting prayer. Asks if were you on another date? Okay, Jeremy, no worries. Thank you. Jeremy is so considerate. I really hope he meets someone who can appreciate that about him. Don't look at what he don't have, but look at what he has. You know what I mean? Sounds like the mailman is whistling. He got receipts, guys. Oh my gosh. Anything else, Frank? I'm trying to finish this coffee. He said he big bird you. Okay. I declare, Frank, he heard, he was like, the ringer, what's going on? Wait a minute, hold on. What's going on? $22 That's awesome. Go for it. That's really good. That was so good. Thank you. Thank you, Frank. I know you're not, because, yeah, you got somebody else's pockets right now. I know. All right, the fat man. Take care. Make it your best ride ever. You control that ride. Have a great time. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's how it is when it comes to, from my perspective, friends and acquaintance. And I think it's important for the individuals to, a guilty conscience needs no accuser. Oh, that's deep. I like that one. Oh, my conscience is not guilty. Not at all. No sirree, Bob. Well, I have to get ready to leave. Okay, that was a fast 30 minutes, isn't it? If you're still on, I'll connect when I get home. Okay, busy TV night for me tonight. Awesome, T-Bob. I am so proud of you. Just know that. And I'm happy that you're feeling better. I'm grateful. Continue to be safe, and we will see you later. Yeah, so that's how that goes. Guru Frank. Yeah, he's a guru. Absolutely. But when it comes to acquaintance, like I said before, those are more, from my perspective, those are more your passerbyers, like someone at the nail shop that you might see every time you go. Someone at the bakery, your butcher, person at the deli. Thinks it means a lot because the road is hard sometimes. Absolutely. Just know you're not alone. Your road is not the only road that have lumps and bumps and holes and cracks, and Looks like it's smooth and is a big sinkhole. Well, yeah. But whatever you do in life, you have to keep pushing. You have to. Because wherever you stop, that's where you'll be. Tonight is Big Brother's. She's rolling. Okay. So again, when it comes to the acquaintance, based upon my perspective, um, they're pacifiers. And it's not that they're not important as friends, because they are. They still play a part in your life, good, bad, or indifference. I think for me, once I began to analyze myself around individuals, I learned more about myself. Um, but I do understand everybody is not in tune that way, because I wasn't until I went through my emotional breakdown. Then I became more sensitive to my feelings and my surroundings. So everything that happens bad in your life. No, I don't know, Big Bird. Everything that happens to you in your life, um, it can either make you a better person or break you into a better person, depending on how you see it. I also realized that I also realized um, the way you view things has a lot to do with what I like to know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Can you give me a reason why I should? Huh, Frank? Can you give me a reason? I think what happens is oh, they sent me an email of my Instacart. Is there a reason why I should? Frank, can you give me some information? Hey, Jim Apple, how are you? How are you doing today? I finished my coffee. I don't think I should have eaten 3 glazed donuts with it. I don't know. You know, sometimes you can eat and you feel like, woohoo! Then you begin to dump and you don't feel as energized. I've been fighting for energy lately. Um, no reason, just though you might know the Big Bird. Hey, Quaker Oats, how are you? How's it going? How was your day? Well, I don't know, Frank. I don't know if I want to know, Big Bird. Is there benefit to knowing Big Bird? Gotta go through my emails here. I do not like for them to pile up on me. Went okay. I went and had my ears. You went and had your ears lowered today? Jim? Oh, Jim. Why? My neighbor's dog is evil. What? Was this his first time doing this, Quaker? Hair. No, I didn't cut it. It's just it'll curl up more when I come out of the shower, you know, the steam and stuff like that. So yeah. No, I didn't tell her. Is it today? I didn't tell her yet. Jim, you said you had your ears lowered. You mean a haircut? Is that what they call a haircut nowadays? I have two dogs with me, small Yorkies. Oh, the dog was trying to break the fence to go after my dog. Oh, wow. I said if I get a dog, another pet, it would be a Yorkie. My neighbor has one. One of my neighbors have one. They are, everybody pretty much have small dogs in the neighborhood. Oh, I never heard of that term. I'm trying to keep up. That's why I'm asking you. Oh, so Jim had a haircut today. But help me understand, how does that term support getting a haircut? Oh, starts tomorrow. Okay. And what is it called? A bonus or a package or something for $25? Yorkies are expensive dogs. The one my neighbor has, he never touched the ground. They have little footsies for him. They have a thing that they carry him in. He has his own bed, his own designer sweatsuits and clothes and things of that nature. Both with my head, both with my haircut, it makes my nose look so much bigger. So how are we going to fix this, Jim? Huh? At least you can smell from your nose, okay? That's a new one for me. That's amazing. No, that's the battle pass. Oh, the battle pass. Okay. Battle pass, that will be a while yet. Oh, okay. This is free rap. Okay, okay. Did you get anything yet, Frank? How long does it take to get your hair done? No time. Now it depends. Now if it's just the wash and go, the length of me and being in the shower. That's things of that nature. To get it braided, depending on the size of the braids, it can take some hours. Please ask me, did you get a haircut? I say no. I went and saw a head shrink. Okay. All right, Jim. Okay, buddy. How was the session, Jim? It depends, Quaker. It depends on what I'm getting done. If I'm natural, it's just getting it wet and let it curl up naturally. If I'm twisting it, maybe 45 minutes. Depends on the size of the twist. All right, let's do it this way. The shortest amount of time it takes to get my hair done would be 15. Let's say that's on the lower end. 50, yeah, let's do 30. Let's do 30. 30 minutes to 4 hours. That's the time frame. Depending on what I'm getting done. If I'm getting a blowout, that may take an hour because they have to shampoo your hair, condition it, treat it, blow it out, style it, all that kind of stuff. So, but nowadays it takes men very long time in the barbershop nowadays, whereas before it was just argument, trim here, they're out in maybe 30 minutes, the most an hour. But now men are getting shape ups and trims, and their goatee and beard and mustache, all of that is getting treated and shampooed and conditioned, and they're getting their nose hairs trimmed, the ear hairs trimmed, and getting some are getting trimmed eyebrows. It's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, some men are being waxed. Their arms are being waxed. Legs. Yeah. I'm going to have my ears trimmed next. My fastest haircut was done in less than 2 minutes. Oh, well, yeah. I can see that being pretty quick. Yeah. Shave it all off. Yeah. Let's see. Season 8 will start in 20 days. Then you can buy the battle pass. Oh, okay. In 20 days. All right, you have to remind me, Frank, okay? She might be aware of it, but they do want her to focus, school and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, so it's different nowadays for men and women when it comes to the barbershop. But yeah, so it depends. It depends on what's going on. Sometimes we as women, it takes us a while to get our hair the way we want it, because you want it to be profiled properly and from left, right, side, back, all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh. And some women go to the barber to get it trimmed up to have like a profile. No matter what way you turn, there's a particular profile. I thought about having my head shaved, but I'm not fixed for razors. Huh? But I'm not fixed for it. Okay, don't mess with the razors then. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know a lot of people, even women, they save money when they shave their hair off. I don't have any desire to shave my hair off. I mean, to each his own, but I don't have a desire to shave it off. I pretty much, I probably just still do the same thing. Let it, put some water on it, let it curl up. Put some moisturizer in there, and it just be a curly bush. The way some of my previous videos show. When I was in the military, a woman asked me, I mean, asked if she can sport a bald head. She was denied that option. Really? You want to wear a cone head? No, no. Who is that? Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase. They were the Coneheads family. For the free wrap, click on the item shop tab. Then support a creator on the lower right. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can get this in here. Focus, focus. I should try a afro look. If your hair can get an afro, I don't know. Everybody can't wear afro. I can't wear afro. Let's see. It doesn't stay an afro. It end up curling up over time within that day. But when the afros were out, I couldn't get an afro. Had to pick and everything, but I couldn't get it. My hair would not go that way for me. It's like it wouldn't even get this curly. It just wouldn't do it. It'd just fall right down. But when people wore afros, I mean, it was so perfect based upon the pictures I've seen. The side profile, front, fork, back everything was perfect. Not a strand of hair was out of place. Everybody can't wear that. Kojak, I remember Kojak and his lollipop. I can't stay. My dad and I are going shopping. Glad you got to talk to me. Yeah, I'm glad. Take care, everybody. Okay, Jim. Enjoy your lowering of your ears. Try it, Quaker. I mean, if you can get your hair like that, everybody can't wear a bush, an afro, and stuff like that. Jim is a jokester. Some of his jokes, I'm like, yeah, and then some I'm spot on with, like, oh my gosh. But yeah. I was trying to get what you were saying there. Let's do it this way. All right, let's see. Yeah, dogs, it depends on what type of dog you have. Every dog is not an active dog. That's why when you do go dog shopping, it's very important to match your personality or the dog's personality with your personality. Now, if you do not have like small children, or if you're not extremely active, then you don't want an active dog. You want a dog that's pretty much laid back. If you're laid back, you want a dog that's laid back. If you're active, a runner, you know, you do hikes and stuff like that, then you want an active dog because you want that dog to be there with you and have that longevity. Right, exactly, Frank. Some they're dogs that just sleep. If you a person who sleep all day, you want a dog who's pretty much, yeah. It's like, what you doing? Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. You know, things of that nature. It depends. But if you are active, you definitely want an active dog. They are 9 years old, but super hyper. Yeah, yeah. But at least you have two of them. They just like people, but only better than people. Okay, Frank. Okay. Okay, doggy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you talking about your Yorkies? Now, what is that other dog? My hairstylist, she has one. Very smart dog. Oh, they are better than people Oh, okay. Yeah, in terms of emotion, in terms of, yeah, some of the things. Well, I mean, yeah, because their brain is not like ours as human beings. So, yeah, they would be different. Absolutely. But my hairstylist, she has a poodle. I forgot the name of it. It's 100%. She paid, I think she said 3,500 for it. Easy to train, can play by themselves, also can read you as well, and can kind of sort of notice when you're kind of down, and they'll come over to try to play with you, try to, make you feel happy or whatever. I can't think of the name of it. And she said they're known to be the smartest poodles. They're very easy to train. He has a way of letting her know that he wants to go out to the bathroom, and she'll take him out, and he actually go. Uh, he has this one toy that he plays with. It's amazing how the communication that they have together. But if I were to get another pet, it will be, well. See, I got to think about it. If it's a Yorkie, I don't want a dog, or I don't want a puppy that needs all of my attention all the time, because that's going to become a burden. I want him or her to be able to play by themselves, and when I want to play, they'll play. I don't want them to jump over people when they come to visit. I want them to be more, you know, go somewhere and sit down and observe. And if someone wants to play with you, you wait for them to beckon you, and then you will go to them and play. But yeah, yeah. And every dog gonna clean themselves. I wouldn't want to lick my dog in the lips. I wouldn't want him to lick me in the face. There is a lady who would kiss her dog, I mean, in the mouth, like all in there. Hey, Christine, you're back. I'm glad you made it back. Wow, I'm sorry you had to leave. And she ended up getting this disease that there is no cure for. And the doctor was sharing that it's very important to not allow pets, animals, to lick you in your mouth and on your face, because their germs is different from our germs. And if they mix and cause an issue, it's kind of hard to find that proper balanced antibiotic. Okay, St. Bernards was the best dog I've encountered. They are friendly but lazy. Yeah, they are. Yeah, yeah. I think a St. Bernard would be more appropriate for people who are more laid back, but want that extra person around, or extra body around, if you will. Someone who you have a certain type of responsibility for him and her, that kind of thing, but they really don't bother you. Okay, Frank said you can trust dogs. The dog growls, you back up or get bit. People are slimming. Yeah, the sneak up on you and bite you. Yeah, that's true too. Right, you never know how they're gonna come. Yeah, at least the dog give you a warning. I understand, but I mean, we can't have dogs always around us. We have to have that interaction with human beings. You know, we have to. We can't get on all fours like a dog and eat like a dog and do like a dog. We can't do that. So since we walk upright in the way we think and do things, you have to interact with that person. another human being, not a dog, another human being. You know. Yes, Christine was looking for you earlier, Frank. There you go. You got the right person now, Christine. Yeah, but when it as for I'm just thinking, would I want a Yorkie? I want to have my quiet time, but I also want to go places with the dog. You know, like go to the park, go for walks around the neighborhood. Um, but I would like to take him in the supermarket with me when I would go to the supermarket. I would like for him to go places with me. Restaurants, we do have quite a few restaurants here that you can bring your pets. Yeah. It wouldn't be for protection. It would be more for companionship. More, what you doing? Where you at? You know, that kind of thing. Come here. And he's just wagging his tail all on the floor like he's so happy. I had one dog. He, whenever we would say, come here, and he would just be wagging his tail. He'd be like over on his side, just wagging his name was Happy. I called him Happy. And he was a terrier. And he would just be so happy that, and that's why I call him Happy, because whenever he was like, come here, oh, you go, baby, come on, Happy, and he just, he was adorable. Oh my gosh, he was just so happy, so happy. That tail would just be going. You can't, Frank. Okay, I would like to see. I would like to see that. Okay. Well, dog never lied to me. There you go, Frank. He's going to answer you, Christine, soon. He was. I remember him. I remember it. I remember Happy. He was awesome. He was so awesome. Um, I had to give him away. Well, I sent. I had to give him to the pound. I bought him from the pound, and he was. Let's see. I wanted to, I rescued him from the pound and gave him a good life. However, I could not have him in the house all the time. He had to, go outside, go to the bathroom, so on and so forth. And I let him exercise. We had a pretty big yard and everything. So he had his exercise. And, but when he was out there, children would come around. Back then, I was in a neighborhood where there were children because it was more of a family area. And they would poke at him, feed him. One of my neighbors would feed him chicken bones. I didn't feed him any type of human food whatsoever. It was only dog food, period. That was it. And it just got to me in such a way. And I shared it with the vet, and they were saying how it's so important not to give dogs chicken bones because the bone can, as they chew, and they may not chew it completely, a sharp edge can actually cut the inner lining of their intestines or even their stomach, and it can cause a bad infection, or they can be bleeding and you would never know it. So that kind of stuck with me. So I just strictly was dog food, soft or hard, or do a mixture. Because he also said if you give them soft dog food all the time, the soft dog food can get caught up in their gums and cause infections. And I just didn't want to do anything to cause Happy any harm. So I mixed it. The hard dog food was good for the teeth, strengthen the teeth, but sometimes it's good to switch it with the soft. So yeah, so I had all that straight for him. But I talked to my neighbor, told him, do not give my dog any bones whatsoever. If you can't just give him the meat, do not give him the bones. So they didn't listen. This went on for a while, and then I had went to work or church. I went somewhere, came back home, and all these children was at my fence, putting a stick in the fence, taunting my dog, Happy. And I was like, don't do that, But, sometimes kids, that the more mischievous thing they see and do, it makes them giggle and laugh. But that just shows the immaturity of their mind. They thought that was a good thing to do, but I didn't feel right about that. So I brought him in the house and, showed him the love that I had for him and how I was sorry for how they treated him. It was just bad. But I got to a point and I was like, no, I am not going to allow anyone to hurt him. Before I allow anybody to hurt him, I will, give him back, give him away. So I took him back to the pound and gave them food for him, all the things that I bought, his favorite toys, everything. And I called back a day or two later, and he was actually given away to a family that had children. I was really happy about that. So they didn't have to put him down. So that made me feel better when it came to that. But yeah, he was adorable. He was white with brown spots and black spots. Just adorable. Just downright adorable. By the way, did you watch my community post video? Not sure if the guy fell asleep on the track. Yeah, I did watch that, Quaker. It seemed like he fell asleep because I read the comments and some drivers were saying they do it all the time. They fall asleep behind the wheel, but it seemed like he didn't pull over in a safe area and he had the car running and he was knocked out. And they bust his rear window. And when it comes to the rear, I think that's more expensive to repair versus the one in the front. Or is it the one in the front that's more expensive than the back? I'm not sure. But yeah, he was knocked out. His windshield wipers were going. He had his they were shaking the car to try to wake him up, tapping on the window to try to wake him up, and he just did not respond. Not at all. So, yeah, but I saw it. Wait a minute, say not sure if the guy was it. Yeah, people, if he got locked, they locked him up. So I don't know. I'm not sure if it was. I don't know if he was drunk or not. But he was. I mean, he was slunched over, just slouched over in the chair. Had his seatbelt on. It was really a mess. He was on the train tracks. Oh my gosh! I didn't know that. Wow. I didn't know that, Quaker Oats. Man, he could have been asleep. I don't know how many hours he worked. I don't know. I don't know. It was really sad to see because I mean it could have been a medical issue. He could have been diabetic and passed out. The way they locked him up, they didn't act as if he had alcohol on his breath. They didn't find anything in the car. So I don't know. I don't know. But to me, it looked like he fell asleep. But that's a dangerous thing. That's going to be a very expensive bill he's going to have there. All those police officers who were there, then they had to call the fire department to come. It's very interesting. Frank said he's packing. Where are you going, Frank? Oh, okay. They're going to the Disneyland Resort. Awesome. It would be nice to visit the Southwest. How about taking SWA? What is that? Southwest Airlines? Oh, okay. He'll be there in the next, I don't know how long it would take. Make sure you guys take pictures. Send us pictures so you can share. Yeah, but that was interesting, Quaker. It was very interesting. He has 2 Walmart bags packed for the trip. He has 2 Walmart bags. I don't think they accept that on the airports, do they? I think you have to have a luggage or carry-on bag. Your things are not going to be protected well in plastic bags. Sounds like he's coming to stay with the 2 little bags there. Oh my gosh. That's interesting. But yeah, so about the topic, Quaker, what are your thoughts on friend versus acquaintance? Yeah. He's ready. All you need to make is a little corner. Just give him a little corner. Well, I'll carry the one, right? Okay. That's why they call carry-on bags. Oh, carry-on is okay for plastic bags? Oh my gosh. Never knew that. I thought, well, I've never seen that. Well, I haven't been on too many airplanes either, so. Isn't that the same thing? No, my understanding is of carry-on bags are like smaller luggage. There's a certain size that can fit up in the upper compartment overhead. But not a plastic bag. I mean, your things won't be safe. I mean, anything can happen. The bag can rip, and then what? You're going to walk around with your clothes balled up in your hands? Or you're going to put your clothes on and layer up? I don't know. That just seems kind of weird. But is it the same thing? I guess it depends on the individual. I don't see friend and acquaintance the same, me personally. My definition of a friend is someone who's been tried and true and been there for you, supporting you however they can and respect you, yet they are more than capable of putting you in your place when you need to, or in other words, correct you when needed, that kind of thing. So yeah. So it depends. That's why I started the topic, because I do know it's different for people. So things, that's how that is. So what are your views, Quaker? You never called in, did you, Quaker? Or you tried, but it didn't happen or something? Or you were talking about how you sound or something like that? Don't put yourself down. You hear me? Do you hear me, man? Don't do it. Stop it. So many people wish they had a voice of any kind, and they don't have a voice. So you have to enjoy your voice. Enjoy what you have. Do you prefer to have that voice or not a voice at all? Like, really? Flying is terrible these days. So you're going to drive, Frank? Is that what you're going to do? Take that nail polish off. Now I got to grease it. I got to put some lotion on my head. I had to refresh the screen. It seemed like it was off. In my opinion, a real friend is there for you, knows you well, and actually gives concern about you. An acquaintance is someone that's not invested in your life. Okay, in your real life. That's a good one. That's a good one. What do you think about that, Frank? See, so you have to find friends that share that same type of definition, because what you're saying, you're going to put that out, and in return you want that to come back to you. No, I'll make Christine happy. She can't wait for me to drive. Oh, okay, so you're going to fly. Okay. Well, I'm happy for you, man. I'm so happy for you. I tell you, you're a busy man. You had one nice date. Now you're on your way to California. How long will it take you to get there from New Mexico? Okay, but I'm going to drive. I'll be driving down to Anaheim next trip. You enjoy your car. Awesome. You don't have any friends, Frank? Really? You don't have people who you can call a friend? Why is that? Are you a loner by choice? Some people choose to be loners. Not alone, but loners. Well, not lonely, but alone. That's what I want to say. Some people feel more better, much happier. I think it's to each his own, whatever is suitable for you, because everybody doesn't see it the same way. You know? That would be nice. You guys do a live stream? Yes! Oh, in 10 hours? That's not bad. So on a plane, you're thinking what, 5? 5 hours, 4? That's nice. To South Cali. That's not even a full day. That would be awesome. You guys do a live stream. That would be so nice. And then you can give us the view of California, whatever part of California you are. That would be awesome. Bring back some trinkets. water. Mmm. Good stuff. You can take him to some of the nice restaurants. Take me an hour to get to the airport. Okay. I had 2 good friends. One died and as a result of a car accident, and the other from cancer. So back to being a force of one. Yeah. So you haven't came across any new friends or individuals who are worthy of the title friend? I'm gonna put some calcium on my nails. It will be his gift card paying for his drinks. Okay. All right. Well, at least you got that taken care of. Okay. Not really sure how to answer that. Well, what I'm saying is, since your friends you had didn't like walk away, there was something that was traumatic that broke that friendship up. So at this point of your life, what type of would you need the same type of friend right now? The type of friends they were, are those the type of friends you need in your life right now? Okay. So when you're getting Fortnite shell, I don't know. I don't know. But people that I have met and thought were a friend turned out not to be a true friend. Yeah. That does happen. But don't let that stop you from meeting people. Just don't give them that title until they show, without a shadow of a doubt, that they are worthy of that title, friend. You know? And that can be male or female. And, don't be afraid, not to call that person a friend if they're not a friend based upon your definition. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. It doesn't mean that they're an evil person. It's just that they're not showing your definition of a friend. And it's nothing bad about that. You know? You call a shoe for a reason. You call a high heel shoe for a reason. You know? If it's not a high heel shoe, you don't call it a high heel shoe. Well, the friends you had during that time, Frank, but that doesn't mean you can't have more friends or new friends. You know what I mean? So you can't just say, I'm 65, all of my friends are dead. Who said that friends, there's a deadline to a friend? Like, once you had a friend, that's it. You don't get any more friends. There's still human beings out here. Anytime the slogan out here is, a dog is a man's best friend, quite sure there are human beings that can be best friends. And why can't a dog be a woman's best friend? Why is that? That's interesting. Yes, it is. What am I doing? Polishing my nails. Putting a treatment on my nails. Okay, last one. Died 2 years ago. My condolences, Frank. That's what I think too. It's just disappointing when people call you that, but then turn on you. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand. That's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. There was this individual who, I think before they called that person a friend, they had the individual read a book about friends to get their perspective of what is their definition of a friend. And I think that's a good way of, and you can do it indirectly. You can be drinking coffee or tea or, doing different things, and you can just say, so you know what is your definition of a friend? And then you listen to what they say, and you already know in your mind what your definition of a friend is. Then you can compare. And right then and there, you would know if this person is a good, compatible friend. And most likely, when it comes to communication, the other person would say, so what is your definition of a friend? And then you share. And then at this point, both definitions of friendship is out on the table. Then you're able to say, oh, okay, so our definition of friend is a little different. So, well, you see how I see a friendship, and I see how you see a friendship. What we will do, we will just continue to be acquaintance, and when you have time and you want to talk or go out, sure, if I'm available, I'll do that. But if the friendship definition is the same, I know some people probably like, girl, please, what kind of world are you living in? But I'm just saying, it's possible. It's possible. Well, in my world, it's possible, so leave me alone. Okay? It's like, this is my world. This is my party. I can cry if I want to. So leave me alone. But yeah, I think building a friendship should be something that is discussed and shared in truth. So both individual will know what the other is looking for, even in a friendship. Just like in a relationship, I think a friendship should be taken just as serious. I do. Why? Because in a friendship, you're going to go through ups and downs just as if you're in a relationship. One of the main difference is you're not romantically and sexually intimate with that person, but there is intimacy based upon the closeness, the emotional closeness. So since that is a part of your life, you need to have the adequate friend to support that. Okay, Christine said, okay, Frank said, I don't think I will have any more 40 years friends. Okay. I love cats, dogs, and horses, especially horses. Okay, I have a story, but don't want to get writer's cramp. Oh, well, you don't have to get writer's cramp. You can speak it. When they say dogs are a man's best friend, they are using the general meaning of man. Everybody, men. Okay, yeah, I've learned that in English. But you know what? I always question my teacher. I said, why he has to be the dominant? Why can't she be the dominant? But based upon how things are, and based upon how her age and where she's coming from in terms of teaching, it's he is the dominant in the English language instead of she being a dominant. But I always question that. He, he. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice, Christine. Sorry about all that, Frank. Awesome. And Christine said, if Frank gifts me a very nice gift card, we are friends. Otherwise, acquaintance. Oh, okay. So in order for Frank to have the title of a friend, he has to be a giver. Okay, giver of things you want. Okay, Frank, there you go. It's just life, nothing to be sorry about. Oh, yeah, it is a part of life. Yeah. As you get older and older and life takes more and more away, you look at death differently. Okay. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Some relationships are more and more now. Okay. Yeah, I can understand based upon the life expectancy. Uh yeah, yeah. They say 70 years, but people live longer than that. My grandmother, she was 86, 87. I have a neighbor who is 92. So people are living beyond the 70-year-old mark. There are people dying before they're a year old. So that's nice. Glad to make your acquaintance, Christine. So I guess he's not going to be a friend. Oh, wow. Wow, Frank, that's not nice. Well, at least you know where we're both coming from. So there you go. No misleading there. There you go. How are you doing, Melissa? So I think it's just I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying there, Frank. Okay, Melissa said I passed the taxi here in Tucson earlier. He had a sticker in the window saying, you have a sticker in the window saying Uber and Lyft. Uh, oh, really? In Arizona, they're boycotting Uber and Lyft? Oh, really? Wow. Wait a minute, hold on. Uber and Lyft are illegal in Arizona. Oh, to have both of the stickers in the window is illegal? Okay, gotcha. I got you. Okay, so the taxi driver you passed um, in Tucson earlier had a sticker in the window saying Uber and Lyft, okay, are illegal in Arizona, boycott them. Oh, okay, and then you gave him, yeah, your choice finger. Got you, Melissa, I got you. Oh, on one taxi. Well, yeah, I guess that's how he feels. He's expressing how he feels about it all. When Uber and Lyft came on the scene, the taxi drivers really were in an uproar. They were, oh my gosh, like it was rough. It was really rough because they saw us as taking their bread and butter away. They were the main hit poncho, if you will. They were the kahunas. And when Uber and Lyft came in, it's like, wait a minute, what's going on? Oh my gosh. You can get yourself locked up, Melissa. Don't do it, Melissa. Don't do it, okay? Maybe you can have a picture and put the picture up, but you don't do it. Whatever you do, don't do it. I don't have any bail money. I don't have it. I can't get you out. I can't get you out. But I understand, it affects a lot of people income. But is it fair to say there's money out there to be made and I can't, you're not allowing me to make it? And another thing I see about Uber and Lyft, they're not really trying to change at the degree we need them to change, at least not yet. Therefore, there are minimum options we have. Either we walk away from it, do something else, or we go with the flow. Whatever the flow is, we go with the flow, or we look for those loopholes and we work it according to the loopholes. Those are the three options there. I mean, that's reality. Okay, Christine said a lot of horrible things have been happening in Arizona for a while now. Yeah, but the one guy got his throat slashed. That was, oh man, that passenger was trying to kill him. And the young lady who, the pregnant driver who was killed, and her unborn child. Okay, from wild horses being found dead. Wild horses being found dead? What's going on? To Christine Hawatu being murdered. Another Uber driver throat being cut. Yeah, and an Uber Eats. A little hard to moon and drive at the same. Exactly. That's why I say if you want to have a picture and show the picture, you know, that's up to you. But yeah. Driver being beaten and carjacked. Yeah. And Melissa said, I make good money, but you have to work. Yeah, you do have to put the time in. It's out there, but you have to be willing to put that time in and do what you do. But you have to have a level of acceptance. Christine said, yes, it's a whole story about the horses. Why would they want to kill horses, Melissa? What's the big deal there about horses? Now, I know of a factory who, I don't know if this make people feel kind of icky on the stomach, but they will take a horse, a carcass, and turn it into oil. They have a way of processing it, and yeah, and then they use it for fuel. So I don't, but if they're finding them dead, they're not utilizing them, so they're just killing them. But this particular factory, they actually break it down and they get oil, like from the fast food restaurants. They have these big old barrels that they collect the grease from from the frying and all that kind of stuff, and they have a way of melting it down and breaking it down to utilize it for fuel. That's the interesting process. Can you imagine working in a factory and next thing you know, you see this big horse being hauled in and you got to dip it, drop it down, and yeah. Yeah. When the person told me, I was like, are you serious? So okay. All right, be careful, Christine. Right, exact, right. Horsepower, how about that, right, Melissa? That's a good one. I never caught that one, but that's a good one. Yeah, right? Yeah, I was like, wow. You'd be surprised the different jobs that people have and how what they do affects us. And we don't know it. We don't know what they do to get what we need to do what we do in certain situations. That's amazing. That's really amazing. But that's how it goes sometimes. I think I'm getting hungry. I've basically been eating for fuel instead of eating just to eat. And I feel like the coffee has done its due. It's empty now. And I shouldn't have ate 3 glazed donuts. It really wasn't a good donut because the glaze was pretty much on the outside. In other words, you could wipe it off and you just have a plain donut. That really did not settle very good with me, I must say. I made some fish earlier today, so I think I'm going to eat some fish. That's some protein, and yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just you and I, Melissa. Just you and I, you and I. Anything you want to share? Okay, all right, Melissa. I'll check you later. Thank you for stopping by, as always. Always, always, always. Let's see. All right, my chalets and chabros. We're in another line.
Love yourself.
Fantastic.
Be yourself. Know yourself. Be changed to improve yourself. Love yourself. Be yourself. Know yourself and change